Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am 4 weeks into my trying to lose my regain journey, if you will. I am almost 4 years post VSG, that's vertical sleeve gastrectomy, which is a weight loss surgery that I had back in October of 2016. 5'8". My high weight, starting weight day of surgery was 265. 14 months later, I got down to my goal weight of 165, which is the high end of normal BMI for my height. So that was 14 months post-op, and in the remaining time, I regained some weight, as you might know. I started this trying to lose my regain thing 4 weeks ago. My highest regain point was 209. Today, I weighed in at 206.7, so that is a 1.4 pound loss for the week, and I'm feeling pretty good about that. You know, I think especially when you're a weight loss surgery patient, you are accustomed to having big losses at the beginning of the beginning. And you want to see bigger numbers. But honestly, 1.4 pounds, I mean, the old adage is like 1 to 2 pounds per week is normal and good and healthy. And I'm happy with this. Do I wish it were more? Yeah, of course. Do I feel a little twinge of like, ugh, when I see other people losing more quickly? Yeah. And also, do I feel like, ugh, when I remember that I myself have lost more in more weeks? Yes. But I have to remember I'm almost 4 years out from weight loss surgery at this point. I'm a normal person, you guys. I am losing weight like a normal person, and 1 to 2 pounds a week is normal and good, and if I ever have more than that, great, but if I'm in that range, I'm gonna feel happy about it. So 1.4 pounds this week. I'm still keeping my macros at 1766, I think. I mentioned this in my first video, but I'll link below the macro calculator I use. I just use the one on KetoConnect's website. Anyway, what I want to talk about this week that I've really tried to focus on has been eating mindfully, and timing my drinking with my meals, like liquids, and just being aware of how I feel after I eat. So, you know, I went to Nashville like 1 or 2 weeks ago, and I ate a little bit off plan, and I think what is a little bit dangerous for me, dangerous territory, is eating on a schedule, because I don't necessarily feel hungry at the same times that normal people do, or most people, or I don't know. I mean, you might remember years ago when I worked in an office, everybody, you know, takes lunch at 12, and if I have breakfast at 8 or 9, I might still be drinking my coffee at 10. I'm not hungry at 12. So now that I work from home, I think it's fantastic for me, because I'm able to eat lunch just whenever I'm feeling in the mood for it, which generally, you know, and I will probably post a what I eat in a day video coming up here pretty soon, but I usually have my coffee and my yogurt around 8 a.m. and I don't feel hungry for lunch, really actually hungry for lunch, until like 2 or 3 in the afternoon. And then I have dinner at like 7 or 8 p.m. So my point is, when I'm eating on a schedule that isn't necessarily aligned to when I'm hungry, sometimes I end up overeating. So what I've really focused on this week is waiting until I feel hungry. Imagine that. So in the morning, I have my coffee and my yogurt, and then I feel like really satisfied for a long time, actually. And if I remember to drink my water, which I have always been pretty good at, but I think I got a little complacent with like, oh yeah, I always drink my water. I hadn't been actively thinking about it. I drink a full 24-ounce bottle of water before anything, before coffee, before yogurt. Then I have my breakfast. Then another full 24-ounce bottle of water before lunch. Then another third one before dinner. And then a fourth one, or half of a fourth one, before bed. Because of that, I feel full a lot, you know, and I think that's the main reason I don't feel hungry for lunch until 2 or 3 in the afternoon, because the water does keep me feeling full, and this isn't like I'm trying to play mind tricks with myself. Like, this is an appropriate amount of water to be drinking. But also, I feel like if I kind of force myself to drink water right after I eat, the full feeling goes away quickly. And this is something I had kind of forgotten about, or forgotten to take advantage of. Because sometimes I'm in such a hurry, like I want to drink so much water that I feel like I gotta be drinking water all the time. But if I just ate a meal and I feel that like really comfortable, satisfied feeling, and then I drink water, the like full, comfortable, satisfied feeling goes away. And then I feel hungry quicker. I don't know what's like physically happening, if I'm like pushing food through my stomach more quickly. I don't know. But I've just, in this week, I've tried to pay attention to how I feel, and that's what happens. So what I'm doing now is I drink my full bottle of water, wait until I actually feel hungry, have my yogurt, wait until I actually feel hungry, then I have my coffee, and then I drink my water. So like coffee and water kind of go together. Then I wait until I actually feel hungry to have lunch. And all of that takes quite a bit of time. So, if you're and then, after I feel full from lunch, honestly, it's not even like, post weight loss surgery, they always tell you to like wait 30 minutes before you eat or drink, right? And I've never, well, I mean, maybe at the beginning I was like actively timing that, but I don't ever really think about it. I just wouldn't do it because I feel full, but lately I've fallen out of that habit. So now I'm just actively paying attention to how long it takes after I eat before I feel not full, and it's over an hour. So then I start drinking my water. Do you get what I mean? I'm not trying to make this more complicated. I'm just saying if I drink right after I eat, the full feeling goes away really quickly. So I'm trying to take advantage of that, and I'm just trying to be mindful of when I actually feel hungry and when I just feel like I'm bored or it's time to eat or everybody else is eating. And actually this past week, I've also kind of played with meal timing a little bit. Like I've had bigger lunches and much smaller dinners. Sometimes my dinner is just a yogurt because I had the bulk of my calories at lunch. So it's not OMAD, obviously. It's not just one meal a day, but it's like my primary meal. Almost all of my calories are happening at lunch, right? So like the yogurt in the morning and the yogurt at night are very small, and almost everything is coming at lunch. And I'm still kind of playing around with that, but I do really like it. I like having a very light dinner. I feel good when I go to bed. I feel good when I wake up in the morning. And it also kind of forces me to not overeat or to not want a big dinner, because I love cooking. I love cooking good meals for my husband, for my mom. And so a lot of times I've made this like lovely, delicious dinner, and then I realize I'm not even hungry, And so, but if I still have like calorie allotment, then I want to eat a bigger dinner than I actually am hungry for. So by using up the bulk of my calories at lunch, and I don't really have a ton of calories left for dinner, then it's easier for me to justify eating a small dinner when everybody else is having a big meal. You know what I mean? So like being able to not feel like I have to eat a big meal when everybody else is eating a big meal, and being able to feel like it's okay for me to have a big meal when it makes sense for me, which lately has been 2 or 3 in the afternoon. That has been really helpful. So I'm going to continue doing that this week. I'm going to continue being mindful of when I'm hungry, and then how long it really takes for that feeling to go away, and then drink my water. Just really, this is the kind of mindfulness I'm talking about. It's not like yoga, be aware of your inner spirit. Like physically in my belly, when do I feel hunger? When do I feel full? When do I just feel satisfied? Sometimes I feel nothing at all. And just being aware of that and how long that really takes. Because if I'm trying to rush through my drinking my water, and like if I were having lunch at noon and then dinner at 5, it rushes things, and that's not necessarily a response to how my body's feeling. That would be a response to like the social life happening around me. Obviously, if I'm going to dinner with friends, or if I'm having lunch, yesterday I had lunch with my godmother, whatever, I know that these special meal timings are going to happen, so I kind of try to plan around it. But otherwise, if it's just a normal day, if I'm just working, if I'm just home, if I'm having a normal day, I try, or this week I have started trying to eat in response to hunger as opposed to eating in response to the clock. So that's where I am this week. I hope you are all doing well. I have not been back to the weightlifting. I'm a little intimidated. Not intimidated by the weightlifting, but I think I'm going to wait to start the program to start it again. But I have been swimming, which you guys know I love, and that is cardio. But for me, it's just like, I don't even think of it as exercise. I think of it as like a super fun thing that I love doing. And my gym has reopened, and the pool is open in the mornings every day, but in the afternoons only Tuesdays and Thursdays. So 2 days a week, I've gone swimming for like an hour. And honestly, I'm not really keeping track of how far I'm swimming or anything. I think I'm in the neighborhood of like 70 laps in an hour. I'm just taking my time. I've never even measured my calories actually when I swim. I don't, my Fitbit is not the waterproof one. And I've never worn like a heart rate monitor while I swim. Like I said, I'm not really, I know that it is exercise, but I'm not doing it for that purpose. I do it just because I love it. And honestly, it feels leisurely. Like in terms of how strenuous it is, it's like going for a walk, which is a good way to move your body without feeling sore the next day and, just burning a few extra calories. So I'm not doing it for the calorie burn. I'm just doing it for like the joy and mental clarity that comes with it. So just in the spirit of full disclosure, I have not been doing my weightlifting, but I have been swimming twice a week. And I love it. If you follow me on Instagram, which is linked below, you'll see a couple videos. My phone is waterproof. My Fitbit is not, but my phone is waterproof. So sometimes I like take some little underwater videos and that's been fun. So anyway, that's how I am this week. How are you doing? Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon.